I sure hope Kobe Altman knows what he's doing, man. I sure hope he knows what the Cavs are doing by handing out yet another max extension contract. The third of the offseason. He's the fourth player on the Cavs to have a max deal. And I got to tell you, being the idiot that I am, trying to crunch numbers, you know me and numbers don't go along all that well. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what Jarrett Allen's extension means for the Cavs. In this season where we got to see how this core four plays together, what Kenny Atkinson's involvement is going to be, I'm confused. I'm really sitting here wondering, what does this mean for the future of the Cavs? Now, on the surface, if you want to sit there and say, all right, he's a really good player, you want to lock him up for the long term. Okay, that's fine. But Ryan, I'm starting to count other people's money here now. I'm starting to sit here and say, well, wait a minute. Just on quick math, thank you to Spotrac yesterday when I jumped on that. In the 2026 season for the Cavs, which seems far away, but it really isn't, you'll have over $160 million tied up in those four players when the first apron this past season was 178. And I know the apron is going to go up and the salary cap will go up and maybe this deal will look fine. But I just sit here and I'm trying to count money and saying, well, who else are you going to? What else are you going to be able to do at that point of the franchise if Kobe Altman's even here? I don't mean to say that, but I'm just like, that deal was really interesting for me. In an offseason where I keep saying trading Darius Garland was the right thing. And there is a tie to Garland in this whole thing, right? The NBA wants to be set up that you can't have all these max players. And I know not every max contract is the same. Technically, Jarrett Allen signed a 3-year, $91 million max contract. He's only making 30. Donovan Mitchell's making 50. Not every deal is created equal. I understand that. But now more than ever, it seems like you can't keep all four of these guys. I've got comments on Garland. I've got comments on Jarrett Allen about what this means for the Cavs moving forward. Gosh, dude, what a series starting tonight. What a series. Let's go. We got football tonight. Ryan gets introduced to the preseason drinking game today.
Yes.
Presented by Garage Beer. I don't know if they want it, but we're giving him to anyway. Love you guys at Garage Beer. We are going to do the practice preseason drinking game. We normally do it for the Browns, but I think, Ryan, everybody will do the drinking game tonight for the preseason. I'm going to explain what it is and why we do it, because everybody's going to watch the Hall of Fame game. I mean, that is just a rite of passage as a football fan. So we'll get to that tonight. Browns are back out at practice today. Full pads down there in the Greenbrier. Kevin Stefanski actually speaking as we start the show. So we'll get you updates from him as we roll through. Really jacked, as you can tell, for the guards tonight. So we'll get all that rocking with the bracket, with the grid, with Time Hop, and the morning update on a beautiful Thursday right here on Big Play. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Matt Fontana. He is Ryan Tyler. We're having a great morning, but I would imagine not as good a morning as Jarrett Allen signing that extension. We're happy to have you alongside. You can always follow on Twitter, X at Matt Fontana Show, YouTube at Matt Fontana Show, Twitch and Instagram for everything that we got going on. And I do want to start the show by shouting out Ken and everybody here at Big Play. We had a fantastic time out there at Northfield Park last night, hanging out with everybody, betting on the ponies, if you will, bet on the horse. I came out all right, so it was really a lot of fun. Ken gave everybody $50 to bet. How much of your 50 did you have, Ryan, when the night ended?
$0.
$0. He spent. I lost 12, so I took home $38. Shout out to Cody, our artist. He won the whole thing. Hanford showed up late and doubled his money in 2 races. Like, where you been all night, Hanford? What's going on?
So all white fit.
Hanford's the top. Come on now, he's Hanford Dixon, man, and it was really a lot of fun.
Rob was telling me he looked like he was going to that Michael Rubin party.
Oh yeah, the Joe Burrow party that everybody's freaking out about. Oh yeah. But Hanford, he had a great. It was awesome, and fans seeing Greg Williams and Hanford and Josh. Everybody wanted to get their picture with Josh. Maria rode in the car, the starting car. I haven't been to Northfield to like bet on the horses in a long time, man. I forgot how much fun that is. It really,
It was my first time.
dude. Yeah, you go $50. You just play it. Trifecta boxing, trying to teach you guys some stuff. So it was a lot of fun. I got to thank Ken, Dave, everybody here. It was an awesome event, and we got to thank Northfield Park. It was really a lot of fun to be out there last night. So we appreciate that. Jarrett Allen wakes up this morning and new $91 million deal for Jarrett Allen. Why? And I asked that question extremely open-ended, knowing you might not have the answers. I don't think Ryan has the answers. I'm sure Kobe Altman does. And this is an extension on the years that you already have with Jarrett Allen. Now, let's just start with Jarrett Allen, the player. This is not shocking that he gets a contract extension after one of his best seasons, right? Especially since he's been with the Cavs. He was a double-double machine. I have the fear of what we would have been without him when we were going through all those injuries. Now, I know it ended poorly with his own injury. That shot crap is out the door. Like, JB's not here anymore. We set that aside. But this also screams of a move that Donovan Mitchell gave a big thumbs up for, right? He's all in on Jarrett Allen and certainly Darius Garland. Evan Mobley, we knew that. But this seems like the move of, what have I talked about? The lens of Donovan Mitchell. If you put a pair of, I don't have sunglasses in here. There's a lot of stuff in here, but there's no sunglasses. I put on my Donovan Mitchell sunglasses, okay? And I look at everything that the Cavs do and ask, what is best for Donovan Mitchell? Well, apparently Jarrett Allen is a part of that. So if there was any sense that Mitchell wants him here, then he's going to be here. And you sign him to this extension. Okay, none of that is what gets me turning here. It's what are the Cavs going to do in the future? You're not going to be able to pay all of these guys and still be able to field a middle of your team. Max Strus and other shooters and all the pieces that you put around with no draft picks for the next 5 years. What are they going to do? And if they want to build it up to say, we are going to keep this core four here, which you can, but then basically sacrifice the rest of the team, if that is the angle that they want to go with, if they think that is their path towards success, or dare I say a championship, okay, at least they've chosen a path. I come back to Darius Garland. I still think the best move for the Cavs is to move on from him. Now, somebody had a tweet, and I can't remember. It might have been Spencer. Somebody had the tweet yesterday about maybe this signifies, as we know, Darius Garland's going to be on the Cavs for this season. But then that puts the onus that you're going to trade him either at the trade deadline or next offseason. Because I said this weeks ago, that I'm fine moving Darius Garland strictly to just get off that contract. And if you have hope that he can get back to the level of player that he was to deserve the contract, well, then that's why he's still here. Me personally, I have doubts about that. And if it then frees up money for you to do other things, if you move Darius Garland just to get off that contract, that's a move that I would do. And I could be proven wrong on that, and I'd love that to be the case. But I'd move on just because I don't like that money. Where the Cavs are at now, they're forced into a box. Because here's the tweet. Somebody said that this will put it back on Garland to potentially be traded the trade deadline or next offseason. And you hope that he returns to form and boosts his trade value. Well, I stop for a second and I say, well, wait a minute. You couldn't trade him because his trade value was so low because he wasn't playing well. Now, his trade value will be so low because the rest of the NBA knows you have to trade him now. With this new money coming in, the rest of the NBA is going to look and go, yeah, you're basically forced to trade him now. Why would we give you top dollar? Oh, I guess he's back to form and playing all well. And that starts with what, Ryan? Him actually playing well, which I hope happens. I think the Cavs are playing a little bit of a dangerous game right here. And again, you want to keep Allen around if you truly... So what does that tell you as well? They believe the two bigs can work. They were kind of forced to make the two guard thing work. They didn't have to sign Jarrett Allen. And I don't know the other factor, and this is what? Kenny Atkinson coming in and saying, that's my guy. That's my guy. Spent a lot of time with him in Brooklyn. I know the player that he is, and I need him around here. And maybe that's part of the reason they signed this extension. Now, again, this is an extension. Jarrett Allen still had years left on his contract at that $25 million. Was it 1 year or 2 years left? I think 2. And now you tack that on at the end. And it might be a little bit of what we see in the NFL. We're getting out ahead of this thing. We're going to get out ahead of what he might actually be worth in a couple of years, or comparing him to other players and saying that you got a real deal on it. Maybe this is very forward think of Kobe Allman. I just think there's a really, really ballsy move.
Yeah, I mean, it is, right? Because, I mean, even if the contract, you look at it from a number standpoint, it makes sense. It's good value for a guy who is probably, at least in the East, I mean, he was up top before, regular season. I would say he was like a top 3, top 4 center in the East. And it's good value, but then again, it all comes back to, it doesn't matter if it's good value if the pairing doesn't work with him and Evan Mobley.
That's what it all comes back to, exactly. Right.
Yeah, so maybe the Cavs thought process is, okay, Kenny Atkinson's going to come in. He's truly going to develop Mobley, and we can make these two bigs work together. But then, I don't know. If it doesn't, you're just wasting time. And, even if it's a good value, it doesn't matter if the equation's not going to add up to good basketball.
And that's, you don't have the answer to that question. So it's almost like with what the Cavs are saying, we need to we can't dip our toe in the water and figure this out. We're cannonballing in, and you have the 4 here. And there, again, is a world that all 4 stay here. You are just so penalized now with doing other things.
They weren't doing anything regardless.
But
you're talking about next year.
I'm talking about the future. Yeah, I'm talking about the future. Because I saw
you're gonna have
what this season was with basically just the core 4. And I'm not trying to crap on George Niang or Max Strus or anything, but imagine a world that's it.
But I mean,
you don't get to do anything else. But you don't get to bring anybody else in.
You're probably exactly right, though, that's their thought process is, okay, we think the two bigs can work with Kenny Atkinson coming in and developing Mobley. We're going to stick with that and have our alpha Mitchell, and then they're probably going to look to move, get Darius's contract.
And that's where we're. And maybe you wanted to say we want to do this Allen deal,
right?
So that's on the books, and then we'll deal with Garland. It's what do you want to attack first, right?
It's like what the Browns did with Judy.
What trade? Oh.
Just extend him, get out ahead, so you don't have to pay him more if he plays well.
Right. I just have bigger questions if it's going to work.
Right. No, that's the... Yeah.
And some people, I did see tweets of people in the NBA circle saying, does this maybe open Jarrett Allen up for a trade? Which I think is, I would defer to the MDA people about how this trade maybe opens them up to, or how the signing opens them up to a trade. I don't understand that. On a base level, I don't understand how adding all this money opens the team up to wanting to go get Jarrett Allen, at least now. And I think I do have to flip my brain. They're not trading anybody now. They're not doing anything now. In an offseason where I kept asking them over and over and over to do things, I guess, isn't that so weird? It's just that's the offseason. And not signing Mitchell, which, again, we knew that was going to happen. You knew you were going to sign Mobley. The fact they made no other moves and then they signed Jarrett Allen did not have that on my bingo card. I really didn't.
Right, because it's a little bit unfortunate for a Cavs fan, because if you truly don't believe in the core 4, and all signs point to that not working, to be honest. You're looking at this year, I don't want to call it a wash, but it's if you don't believe the core 4 is going to work, well, then that just means you're not going to the championship. That means you're probably not going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
It's not.
And could they make a move at the deadline? Sure, but I'm not sure that that's going to really put them to a championship level at that point in the season. So it's almost like this first year under Kenny Atkinson is get your feet wet, get Mobley developed. The next year is the year you really make that stride. I mean, Cavs fans don't want to hear that. They don't want to wait.
We don't got time. Right. I'm not wasting time on this. I wouldn't say this season is a wash. It's a giant experiment. That's really more of what the first half of this season is going to be, is a true experiment.
Yeah, but then do you think Kenny? So then, if that's the case, the front office is truly just saying, whole problem last year, JB, replace him, get somebody else.
That's a good point too.
Maybe that's it.
The other thing,
I don't buy.
I don't either. Right, I don't buy that either. And there's a lot of different ways to skin a cat. And the NBA, you can win some different ways. The Cavs really are not going off the reservation, but Ryan, they're really trying to go against the grain. This isn't something like, we're going to do a little twist of what everybody's doing. It's that everybody's over here with wings and shooting, and the Cavs are going to go, we're going to go way over here. We're going to go way over here, where our shooting is going to come from our undersized guards, and we're going to try to manhandle you down in the post, and hopefully Evan Mobley's game can start to spread out a little bit. Like, you're not even relative of what the rest of the NBA is doing. Maybe that's good. Maybe we're ahead of I don't know. Like, that's the complete unknown is the hardest thing. And that's where you got to put all your eggs in Kenny Atkinson's basket to go, bro, you got to get this figured out. And that's a tough ask to just do something completely opposite of what the rest of the NBA is doing. You know the other thing that happens? Go ahead and scratch off this crap about those two not starting or being on the floor together. You're telling me Jarrett Allen's going to be on the bench? Nope, that's over. You know you're starting 4. And I guess, you know, watching the finals and the playoffs, you see benches get cut, and it's down to 2-3 guys max. Maybe that's their thing, is that we're going to go all in with this starting 4, add me a Max Strus or somebody like that for the future, and you get a couple guys off the bench. I'm so conditioned that you need a good bench, and that's a Karis LeVert, that's your Isaac Okoro, maybe that's Jalen Tyson one day. I hope so. And that's, you know, you don't know until you know, right? You will never know how this goes with the Cavs until they actually get out there. But Ryan, what are you saying to yourself right now as I say that statement? We've seen it. You didn't just get Jarrett Allen. He's been here, and he's been here with these guys, but under JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a lot to equate to a coach coming in and totally transforming that. Now, could it happen? Sure. But I mean, I guess, like,
Kenny Atkinson's the coach of the year. That happens. Tell me that.
Yeah. I mean, we were saying the same thing about JB Bickerstaff to the halfway point last year. But I get, like, the Cavs, I guess, they're going against the grain in the terms of, yes, you don't have this wing. We know what the formula. It's you have your dominant alpha, like the Celtics, for instance. You have your Tatums and Browns, and you have your Porzingis, your bigs that could shoot and stretch. But they weren't that far off last year, right? I mean, if Darius actually just has a decent season this season, which compared to last year, which compared to last year would be we would welcome that. I mean, a guy like Max Strus just actually be able to make some threes here. Karis LeVert be a little bit more consistent. I mean, Dean Wade stay healthy. Like, there's little things, like, they aren't that far off, and I know that's a lot to ask for all these things to go right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Maybe I'm just talking myself into it because I want to believe it can work. I don't know.
You're taking a leap of faith here. This is on Allen. Last year, 42 double-doubles, the most in his career and the most by a Cavalier since LeBron in 2017-18. Last season, here's a good one. There were only 2 players in the NBA last year to average 15 points per game and shoot 60% from the floor. One was Jarrett Allen. Who's the other one?
Throughout the regular season, 15 points
15 points per game and 60% from the floor. Only 2 players that did that, and he was one of them.
Did Embiid qualify?
No. I don't know if he didn't qualify. He's not the other one.
It has to be Jokic.
No, it wasn't.
You're telling me he didn't... Well, you're telling me his field goal... Because he averaged 15 points at least.
He averaged 15. I guess his field... Yeah, wasn't 60.
What?
The other guy is still very good, though. You're in the right ballpark with Jokic and Embiid. This guy's right up there with those 2.
Well, it's got to be a big guy.
Yeah, he's big. I wouldn't say he's a center, but he's a big guy. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 guys. He's on a list with Giannis.
I don't believe that stat.
It's in the ESPN article. Call them liars if you want. I will not besmirch my fine employer over there at ESPN. Along with Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo, Allen was one of 2 players to average 15 points on 60% shooting last season. That's what's in that article.
There's no way. I mean, I believe it.
For Jarrett Allen's career, he's one of 4 players in the shot clock era to average 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 60% shooting in multiple seasons. Artis Gilmore, Rudy Gobert, and Dwight Howard are the 4 on that list with Jarrett Allen. Like, if I just gave you those things, 15 points, 60% shooting, and then you add the rebound one, that sounds like a max player, right? Like, that sounds incredible. The thing is also on his offensive side, like, we know how good Jarrett Allen is defensively. Ryan, he can get you 20 when you need him.
Yeah.
Like, we can't forget that about Jarrett Allen. And then also, it's easy with veteran players to just kind of sit there and go, oh, they are who they are. What about some development with Kenny Atkinson? if again, and this has turned into the crap on JB Bickerstaff show, and we're just like every problem the Cavs have was his fault. But if you know, and what we know, Kenny Atkinson is an offensive-minded guy. What if we see an even step forward from Jarrett Allen? Like, we talk so much about Kenny Atkinson focusing on Evan Mobley, which is number one priority. What he's going to mean for Donovan Mitchell, even Darius Garland. Maybe there's even another level to Jarrett Allen's offensive game.
Maybe Jarrett Allen will start clipping threes next year instead of Mobley.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd
See him
be
out there with
awesome.
the fro, just splashing some threes on down.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. And the pace. We know that Allen can move for a big man. He's got good pace, and if Kenny Atkinson wants to, dude, he's great. Yeah. He didn't shave, but he cut his hair. I saw him out at Summer League. It was a lot tighter on that. I'm sure it'll grow back for the season, but Jarrett Allen's here. And then I also thought about this too, about he's now entering, this group, this era of Cavs basketball where Jarrett Allen was the traded man. He became the Kevin Love, right? Everybody thought that Jarrett Allen was going to be the traded one, and it sounds like he might outlive not outlive, but you know what I'm saying, like be on this team longer than anybody else. We'll have to see. So that deal yesterday, I found it very interesting. I did, on multiple fronts. The biggest interest of me are what is the future? Like, what is the future with this move? And again, maybe it's more about them we had to do this to see, was this something, right? Was this something to calm it down a little bit? Is this something that to send a message like, no, we really are like all in on this? I don't know. Like the timing of it was a little weird too. This late in the offseason?
I think we're setting up for, we're going to have Darius Garland's contract off our books, and then it's going to be
possibly
Mitchell, LeBron, Allen, and Mobley. And we're going to go win a ship in 2026.
This is from Sam Quinn, CBS Sports. Allen had 2 years and $40 million left on his contract. He's now locked in for $131 million over the next 5 years with this extension. Now, Sam writes, the value of this deal looks very strong. The Mobley example would be twice that of $269 over 5 seasons if he's able to get all NBA, MVP, or Defensive Player of the Year and trigger that Supermax. Allen is still only 26 and is now locked into a deal that may be raising the price but doesn't become prohibitively expensive relative to the cap. Yeah, but I guess for now, Allen's long-term fit in Cleveland is still somewhat debatable. While he and Mobley are a dominant defensive duo, playing two non-shooting big men creates serious offensive issues. You know what that just triggers in my head? That's almost, hey, we signed Jarrett Allen to this deal, and you look right at Evan Mobley and you go, you better make this Jarrett Allen deal work, right? Because if you're going to sign Allen to this deal, you then look at Evan Mobley and say, you better start shooting your threes, man. You better at least your mid-range shots here, too. Trade rumors surrounding Allen this offseason. They hire Kenny Atkinson. Sam writes all that. Cavs didn't make any major changes to their roster this summer, but it had a big offseason when it came to signing their own players in Mitchell and Mobley getting their own extensions. Now Allen joins these core players, hopefully to build a long-term winner in Cleveland. The other part of that, you have to take a little focus on the rest of the East. Do you see this being a roster that can handle Boston? Maybe this roster is built to handle Milwaukee. That's probably maybe a thought that they've had. Knicks aren't going anywhere. The Celtics certainly aren't going anywhere. I don't know about the 76ers. I think the Bucks will have a little bit of a rebound, and I think the Orlando Magic are an up-and-coming team. I buy nothing from the Pacers, by the way, and maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm not buying Indiana for a second. Maybe that's part of it. They look at it and they say, we're going to have to deal with this core group of teams here in the East, and we're going to try to match up against them and do what's best for our team. So I do want to say congratulations to Jarrett Allen. I think we all love Jarrett Allen. He's a fine player. He gets the extension. I just kind of question why and how and where, but that's where we're at with him. So congratulations, and we'll see you again. You're not like anything. We won't know until we figure it out. We won't know until we actually see them out there and also playing meaningful games. I don't care if they're out there smoking people in November. What's this look like late in the season and when we get to the playoffs? And that is just so far away.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. I really don't know. Guards! Come on now.
Who's on the mound today?
We have, so I want to go back to a tweet. Justin Latta, who's joined us before on the show, Lockdown Guard. Shout out to Justin. He's the best. So there's two things, I don't want to say afoot here. So number one, tonight we have Lively on the hill for us.
Nice.
But I don't know if they've announced the Baltimore starter yet. Then Friday, Carrasco, Dean Kremer. Saturday, Bybee, Zach Eflin.
Nice.
Sunday, Gavin Williams, Corbin Burns.
Damn,
yeah.
they probably have Rodriguez going tonight.
Possibly. I have to look. I don't know if they've Justin sent that tweet yesterday.
He's
so
on my fantasy team. That's why I'm conflicted. Although, no.
Ryan!
I'm kidding.
No, you're not. I will sacrifice your fantasy team to beat the Orioles.
I'm 12-5. I'm fine. I don't need another win.
Okay. Here's the thing. You got a 4-game set this weekend. You need to split 2 to get the tiebreaker over Baltimore. Because you already took 2 out of 3 from them when you were in Baltimore. You at least split this series. You get the tiebreaker over Baltimore. That's important as we come down and get ready to go for the playoffs. So keep that in mind for these games going on starting tonight.
Oh, games on ESPN Plus tonight.
Sunday's game should be Sunday Night Baseball, man. I don't know. I like their flex schedule on that. Wow, I don't know what Sunday's game is, but tell me that you don't want to see the Guardians and the Orioles on Sunday Night Baseball.
I can actually watch the Guardians tonight.
I'll give you my Bally's login if you ever need it.
Dude, I should have Bally's, but my Spectrum thing's broken.
Come on. Do you know what Sunday Night Baseball is? It's the Cardinals at the Cubs. Flex that, man. We're 140 on MLB Network on Sunday. Wait. Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, but we play at 140.
Yeah. Wait, this is flipped. Hang on.
What do you mean?
So when Justin sent out that Sunday was Gavin Williams, Corbin Burns on ESPN, they have that as Bybee Eflin.
Yeah, they do. I see that.
Are they off by a game?
Well, let's see. They have Saturday as...
Saturday's
Suarez or we're undecided.
Oh, so again, I'm going to trust Justin a little bit more that's how it's going to work out.
Friday it's Carrasco.
Okay. All right. God, get us on Sunday Night Baseball, man.
I can't wait to...
Tonight's going to be great. Tonight's going to be awesome. What?
I have to work.
Tonight? Oh, you guys are down in Canton.
Dude, that's so annoying.
What time are you guys going down there? By the way, huge show today. Josh Maria Cribbs, the return live from Canton. Hall of Fame game tonight. What time are you guys recording?
They're going live at 7.
Oh. You can pull up on your phone. You can pull it up on your phone. You want to multitask on that? That's all right. You can do it tonight.
I'm sad.
It's going to be live, man. It's going to be live this weekend. Canton, you got SummerSlam going on. You got baseball going on. Oh, I got to text my wife that. She goes, you want to go? So we're finally getting out.
Wait, what time's the game Saturday?
Late.
Good.
Yeah, 7:15.
Okay, at least I'll be able to watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know how Sunday we're not on Sunday Night Baseball. They need to flex that on out, man. Don't nobody want to watch that. Nobody wants the cards and the Cubs, seriously. Yeah. No.
Have you been to Ellsworth? Have you played there? Hudson?
Oh, yeah, you got a golf outing, yeah.
Have you played there before?
I have. It's been a long time, but yeah, it's a nice car. It's a really nice track. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really nice. Speaking of that, Big Play Golf Outing. Let's go. We have a few foursomes still available. Go check it out. Go to bigplay.com. The easiest thing to do, go to bigplay.com. Yes, Paige Sporanic will be there. Ryan's excited about that. We're all going to be there. And we were talking a lot about this at our company outing last night. Folks, it's going to be big. Little Mountain, food, prizes, garage beer all day long. And you want to know my favorite thing about this outing? It starts at 1 o'clock. This is not, you got to be there at 9. We're 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's huge.
Dinner after. I love that.
I don't think you understand how huge that is.
I love that. And I didn't even know.
I have a wedding the night before that's south. And Little Mountain's north.
Coming up. So my wife and I, she pointed this out because we were supposed to be out of town for Labor Day. I'm going to come back. It is Labor Day weekend. Start your Labor Day weekend off with a garage beer big play golf outing. Come on. The other thing I want to make mention. We want charities. We want to be able to help you out. So you can go to bigplay.com. It'll redirect you to the Eventbrite page where you can buy your foursome. $1,000 for a foursome. Dude, I'm telling you this as a guy that does outings. $250 a golfer. For Little Mountain. That's the first thing. Anytime I look at an outing, I look at the quality of the course. Little Mountain. perennially in the top 10 courses in Northeast Ohio. I love that track. So number one, $250 for that. On top of the food, on top of the prizes, you're out there for the outing. I actually think $250 a golfer is a real bargain to get out there. It's going to be awesome. So that aside, then we want charity elements of it. So you can go to the Eventbrite page, and what you do is you basically order a charity thing. It's free. All that does is get us your contact information, and we will let you activate while we're out there and hopefully raise good money and be a part of that. So we need charities. We want charities to be a big part of what we're doing at Garage Beer and the big play outing coming up on August 31st. So we are a month away, 30 days away. It's a Saturday. Again, man, that's just so perfect.
Yeah.
Saturday, 1 o'clock start. Let's go. Get to bigplay.com, check out the event page, and you'll see it there for our outing coming up. We'll get to our plays for the Guardians a little bit later. Guardians are favored tonight, and it's a high over-under, which I don't know if I really like, but we'll see how that goes. Flip over to the Browns. They are down at the Greenbrier for a padded practice today. And I want to run through, Kevin Stefanski just got done speaking a little while ago on some big updates for some players as far as injuries go. Hang on, I'm going to scroll down. I want to find this. Okay. Couple things from Stefanski. Shout out to Darryl Ryder. Zadarius Smith will return to practice today. He does expect Jed Wills or Jack Conklin to be ready for week 1 as we try to figure out the offensive line. And both Myles Garrett and Jerry Jeudy are really close to being ready to be out of practice down there at the Greenbrier. So again, they're in action down there. Day off yesterday. Fine. There's not much to be able to take away from that. Now, I found this article pretty interesting this morning on CBS Sports. They went through Jordan Dajani, ranked all the NFL divisions. Jordan Dajani.
Sick name.
Yeah. And he ranked all 8 divisions based solely on running backs. So we know this position has been... Yeah, Ryan's a little spicy on this. You like it? You like it?
Yeah, I got to do a little thinking.
Strictly running backs. It's been devalued. We know that. There's still some elite ones out there. Ryan's wheels are turning. Now, the question is, do you want to start at 1 or 8?
Probably 1.
Okay, is that easier for you? All right, let's...
Well...
Because I like the build-up to see where the AFC North comes out on all this. But you want to start at 1? Is that easier for you? Because it's just easy for you to say, what's the best running back division in football? Let's do that. Number 1.
God. I mean... Initially, I thought, the first kind of division that came to mind was the NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
No, I get where you're going. Kenneth Walker, Christian McCaffrey,
Kyren
Williams, James Conner.
That's not it.
They're not number 1. They're not number 1. It's a little debatable here.
I'm sure it is. NFC North?
That is correct.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift in Chicago, Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs in Detroit. Josh Jacobs goes to the Packers with A.J. Dillon, and then Aaron Jones flips over to Minnesota. So he writes as the NFC North being number 1, saying Montgomery and Gibbs are the best running back duo in the league. Talking about Josh Jacobs, who's only 2 years removed from being the NFL rushing champion in 2022. He's there. So they're number 1. Number 2, best running back division in football. Thinking hard over there.
AFC.
I would not put that. I would not have thought of them number 2, to be honest with you.
Is it AFC?
Yes.
Oh, I was going to say maybe, did they, the North?
No.
Then it's not the West.
It's not that, no.
Right, so then it's got to be...
Again,
I wouldn't. The East.
I wouldn't have put him there, but it's the East.
Yeah,
James Cook in Buffalo, Raheem Mostert and Achane in Miami, Ramondre Stevenson in New England, and then Breece Hall with the Jets.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd put him 2. All right, number 3, a team or a division you've mentioned already.
Yeah, the NFC West.
That is correct. Connor, Kyren Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Kenneth Walker. I thought I'd actually take them over the AFC East, but that's just me. Number 4. Ranking the division solely on running back. Number 4.
The North?
Nope.
Wow. AFC South?
Correct. Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, and Tony Pollard now in Tennessee.
Solid.
Again, solid. Number 5.
Is that the AFC North?
It is. Derrick Henry, Zach Moss, Nick Chubb, Najee Harris. They're right up there. The Ravens scored a 2-time rushing champion this offseason. While being 30, it's Derrick Henry. Again, not a big believer in that. The Bengals moved on from Joe Mixon for Zach Moss, who had a career high last year with the Colts. Nick Chubb is objectively one of the best backs in the NFL, writes Jordan, but he suffered the very serious knee injury, but he's made strides in his recovery. It remains to be seen when, again, he will be 100% and if he can still be an elite talent. Chubb's 5.26 yards per rush ranks second, only behind Jamal Charles, and then we know Najee Harris and Jalen Warren over there in Pittsburgh. So they're right in the middle, or I guess a little below that at number 5. Number 6, NFC South. Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Brooks, the rookie, Alvin Kamara, and Rashad White. Number 7 was the East, with Saquon Barkley in Philly, Devin Singletary with the Giants,
That's like Eckler.
Zeke back with the Cowboys, and Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson with the Washington Commanders.
Rico Dowdle's better than Zeke.
Well, he's on this list too. And then dead last, the AFC West. Javonte Williams, Isaiah Pacheco, Zamir White, and Gus Edwards. Poop. Utter poop.
Well,
there.
I will say Pacheco's actually
Oh,
good.
no, I like Isaiah Pacheco, but that's it.
And then Zamir White's actually, he's just been injured his whole career. Like, if he actually can get a role, he'll be the lead back this year now.
Dude,
And I'm just saying, there's a scenario.
The Raiders are going to tank like nobody. They're going to tank harder than anything we've ever seen. Mark my words on that. They're going to trade away Devontae Adams. I don't know if he's actually going to go to the Jets.
Who's even that apple of next year's draft?
They'll be a quarterback. They'll go get Quinn Ewers or whatever. I don't know. Shador, probably. Yeah, you're probably right. That's it. The Raiders watch that tank job, man. And I think it's also, they'll give Antonio Pierce, he's not going to get fired. They know the job that's on right here. But they're primed for it. Let Max Crosby go through another year. I'd think about trading away him, too. You're 3 years away from competing. What's the point? Yeah. That tank job that's going to be on out there with the Raiders, I think is going to be an impressive one. So I just thought it was interesting to run through what?
An impressive tank job.
It's going to be an impressive tank. And listen, man, have tanks, is that not the way to do it? And I say this, and I go back to this about even the Browns one, that people didn't want to hear. It's not that the tank is the wrong call. It's that you screwed the tank up. Going into the tank and tanking out for a quarterback is never the wrong call. It's that you screwed up either your draft pick or you screwed up getting in position to make that draft pick. Again, tank, Joe Burrow, look what the Indianapolis Colts did. For 1 year, they went to the cellar and they did it right, and they got Andrew Luck. Now, he retired early, but it still worked. Again, the tank job is never the wrong call. It's that you screwed up how you tanked is what I think messes people up. The Browns aren't there anymore. There's no way that the Browns are there anymore, which is fun. All right, I got to take issue with NFL.com, at least for right now, because they're going through their top 100 players. And I was talking to
that's outrageous.
Cody, and we were talking about this yesterday. So 20 to 11 were revealed yesterday. And at this point, the only players that we've had in it is just been Amari Cooper, right?
Correct.
Okay, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, all right, fine. Joel Bitonio was injured, that's fine. I really thought I'd be clicking on an article to see Denzel Ward.
That's outrageous.
He had just damn well better be in the top 10.
He won't be.
How can he not be?
There's no way they put Denzel Ward as a top 10.
They have to. There is no
I don't know what to tell
world.
You.
Zero world that Denzel Ward is not a top 100
Correct.
player in the NFL.
And I agree
if
with
he's
that.
not up to this point, then he's going to be in the top 10.
But Matt, is he a top 10 player?
Yes. Apparently, he better be.
He's not
better than Justin Jefferson, better than Micah Parsons, better than Dak and Jalen Hurts and George Kittle. Apparently, that's what we're signing up for at this.
Well,
because Sauce is going to be there.
No, Sauce is already ranked.
So then Denzel's got to be the number one corner.
Well,
Sorry about it.
Has Pat Surtain been ranked?
I haven't seen it. I don't know. I'm assuming. Yeah, there's no way Pat Surtain hasn't been.
What do you mean? He could be top 10. If you're talking about Denzel being top 10, I don't think he's been named yet. And he's not missing the top 100.
I thought Pat Surtain went.
Maybe he did. I didn't see it. I know Sauce did. Sauce is like 36.
Sauce is 38. Well done. Okay. So, yeah, there he is.
I don't think Pat got named.
I'm into the 30s, and I don't see Pat Surtain,
Yeah.
so maybe you're right.
Yeah.
He's got to be 50 or above. If
Do you
he's
think
not.
there's room for 2 DBs in the top 10?
I don't know. I mean, that's like that, but isn't that not in that's? And again, I don't want to get all wrapped up in the NFL top 100. I know some people do.
Michael Parsons was 17.
Micah.
That's what I
Michael.
said.
You said Michael.
No, Micah.
Oh, Pat Surtain was 52. Pat Surtain was
He
52.
was 52?
Yeah, 52. Denzel's got to be in the top 10 then.
Matt.
Literally,
I'm
he
just
has got to
saying.
be in the top 10. Here, let me do this. I'm going to do a list right now. You and I are going to fill out the top 10 of guys that haven't been. And again, it's hard because we don't know who's left.
Right.
In no order: Mahomes, Miles.
Wait, let me see. I wonder if I can find a full list of players they named.
Yeah. Mahomes, Miles. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass for you to scroll through the whole thing there.
All right. Well, assuming that, yeah. Who'd you say? I'm sorry.
Okay, so if we're doing the top 10 players that'll get revealed today,
Okay.
we know Mahomes and Miles. Who else?
You said Mahomes, Miles. Okay. Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa is correct.
TJ
Watt will be there.
Has Jamar been named yet?
Yes, he was in the top 10.
What?
I'm sorry, he was like in the 10s is where he was.
Was he?
Yes.
I didn't see him.
Mm-hmm. Or actually, no, he's behind. I swear, I clicked on him. I saw Jamar. He's already been done. So is Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa's 27.
What?
Yeah, Nick Bosa's 27.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I think
wish we had a list. Damn it.
Here. Oh no, that's just 9. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. This is kind of a pain in the ass.
I don't think Lamar was named yet. Was he?
No, he has not been, so he'll be up there.
Right?
Yeah. I just saw Jamar Chase. Mark my word. I swear to God, I saw him. Jamar Chase was 45.
Wow.
45. Okay, so we got to take Nick Bosa off, but we have to put who?
Lamar.
Josh Allen's gone. He's off the list. Jalen Hurts is off the list.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, right. Tua is off the list. So what other quarterbacks other than Lamar and Mahomes? Aaron Rodgers is off the list.
Yeah, I mean that's probably it.
Okay, so we only have 4 of the top 6.
Again,
Mike is already gone.
Travis is gone, right?
No, Kelsey's not.
No.
Okay, so Kelsey will be.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams?
Chris Jones.
Oh, yeah, Chris Jones has got to be on that
Has
list.
he been named yet,
No,
though?
no, he has not been.
Did
Chris Jones.
Trent Williams?
Nope, he's got to be on that list too.
I'm just Lane
Yeah,
Johnson?
just keep doing. Lane Johnson win. Lane Johnson was like 11.
Okay.
Lane Johnson was like like 21 or so. I'm scrolling through the list and I see these people.
I mean,
so.
Chubb wasn't named, and I get it, but like.
I mean, they gave him the 96
Yeah.
man rating. I don't know how
Right.
much that impacts this.
I mean, was CMC named?
No
way.
No, I don't think.
There's no way CMC's not. There's no way CMC's not top 10. Get out of here with that.
Again, I agree
Get out of
with
here
you.
that.
There's Debo, there's Purdy, there's Nick Bosa.
No, there's no way they named CMC.
Okay, so CMC's got to be another one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I wish
Tyreek named yet?
Tyreek was not. He's definitely. Devontae Adams is off.
So how many more are we missing?
All right, CMC. Who'd you just say to?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek. So Mahomes, Miles, TJ Watt, Lamar, Kelsey, Chris Jones, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill. There's only one more.
I mean, has Crosby been named?
I don't know. I don't think he has. I don't think I saw Max Crosby.
Did I just knock that out of the park? Unless you can think of somebody else.
I'm trying to scroll through and figure it out. You're right. You know what you should do? Just go on Twitter and Google or like search Max Crosby because I'm sure that would then show up.
Sure.
Dude. You got that is insane to me.
So that means Denzel's not going to be on it.
That means he's not going to be it. He's not going to be.
Wow.
He's not going to be.
Wow.
I'm scrolling through right now and I don't see Max Crosby.
I kind of just killed that.
Laporta, and I'm in the 70s now. Dre Greenlaw, Jesse Bates, Jeffrey
Wow.
Simmons.
Denzel's
He's
big
going to get
snub.
snubbed, man. That's just. Yeah, I'm really scrolling through to make sure that Max Crosby. isn't on a list somewhere. Wait, are we? I swore I saw something about Max Crosby. I swear I did.
I mean, it's possible. I didn't see it, but
no, I'm going through the entire list at this
Max.
exact moment, and I don't see him anywhere.
NFL top 100 players 2020.
Literally. Hang on. This is my last click. If he's not on this, if he's not in the 30s, then he's not on this list already. He's not on this list. That's it. That's Pete Prisco's rankings.
Yeah.
So that tells you that that's your 10. Mahomes, Miles, TJ Watt, Lamar, Kelsey, Jones, Trent Williams, CMC, Tyreek, and Max Crosby. Damn. Wow. Damn. And again, that's just like a list, but it's like, is that list not supposed to be from other players? And that's kind of frustrating. I think that's bullcrap. I really think that's bullcrap. I do. Like, I just, man, that's just not right. That's just not right at all of what it is. But I guess we'll have to see till later today, right? Well, there's where we're at. News out of Browns camp, Jerry Jeudy's going to practice today. So obviously the big trade for him this offseason, he's getting back out there. And I do think that there's so many elements of what this season is going to be on the intrigue. I thought about this question, and I think we'll get to it as we get closer to the season. But it's a good one for training camp. Ryan, who do you have, or who are you most interested to see in training camp and in preseason? And we know that some of the starters might not play in preseason. Who are you most intrigued to see? Because you might say Nick Chubb, that you want to see Chubb when he gets back out to the practice field, when he's ready to go. You might say some of the offensive line guys. I think I keep coming back to Jerry Jeudy might have the most intrigue for me of any player in the Browns for their training camp coming up. Like, I want the answer to the question. Was it truly the bad quarterback play in Denver, and he's still a really good wide receiver that's going to have a big impact on this offense? Or is this a slow grind to get him back in? Is this still, it all runs through Amari Cooper? I really think of all of the players, Jerry Jeudy might be on the top of my I need to see list. And I know it's training camp, and I don't subscribe into watching every single throw in training camp and 7-on-7 and all that kind of stuff. But like, that is, again, of all the players that I'm wanting to see a little bit from, I think Jerry Jeudy's number one on my list. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, well, I could take the easy answer and say Deshaun Watson, but I won't.
See, but again, like, yeah, that's.
I mean, yeah, I and it's like, how much can you really gauge from training camp, right? I mean, especially if Deshaun Watson isn't even 100% yet, then how do you can really expect to see what you're totally going to get out of Jerry Jeudy? But I mean, yeah, I'm interested too. I mean, it's like we said. I mean, if he's truly going to be that replacement for Amari Cooper, it'll be really interesting, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know. Like, he is uber talented. Don't get me wrong. He's a first-round pick for a reason. And it's like, how can I not say that the reason was bad quarterback play, you know? But it's like, I don't even know if I'm going to get great quarterback play here this year in Cleveland. So it's like, how can you really, I don't know. How can you measure that?
Well, and that's the thing, as the team is going to have to watch and make that, decide kind of, and again, he's here. It's not like he's going anywhere, but you're right. It goes hand in hand. If Watson's struggling, then we assume Jerry Jeudy's going to struggle. It's just, again, because he's new, right? Like, I've seen him play in Denver, sure. It's more about, like, what is he going to be here? What do they have in mind for him? And also, with Amari Cooper being here, don't forget the game that can be played. Do you still want all these passes going to Amari Cooper when he's basically on a contract here? That's a game, and that's an unsavory game to play. But if you really want Amari Cooper here for the long term, you don't want him catching a bunch of footballs and putting up a bunch of yards, because then that's going to make negotiations that much tougher. That stuff very rarely bleeds down into the field. Like, you need to win football games. But think about it. This offense is going to have to go through Amari Cooper to start. Where does Jerry Jeudy fit into that? Where does he start with some of this stuff? And that's kind of my intrigue with him. You're right. It'll always come back to how Deshaun Watson is playing and where exactly you see the fit of him. But, like, dude, I want that question. And they have a lot of belief, clearly, that the issues in Denver were more quarterback-driven than Jerry Jeudy. Gave him that big fat extension, man. That's one of the things. Nick Chubb is on that list. Ryan, because Nick Chubb, I want us to just see him back. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, I just want to see him in pads, and I think that'll be a little wave of relief for a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Hall, I'd like to watch what he has.
I'm tweeting out about our top 10. Mahomes, Miles, Lamar, CMC, Tyreek, TJ Watt, Trent Williams, Max Crosby, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones.
Wow, Chiefs have 3 players in the top 10.
Whew. Left off the...
I mean, that has to be it.
Okay, let's do that. Of that list, pick me somebody who's not in the top 100. Is it just Max Crosby?
No, they're all in the top 100.
That's what I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
So, like, if you had to pick one.
I can't do that.
Mahomes, Miles, Lamar, not happening. Christian McCaffrey, not happening. Tyreek Hill, not happening. Trent Williams, not happening. Travis Kelce?
No.
Maybe?
He's a 99 in Madden again. Get out of here.
All right, then we're screwed. Then Denzel didn't make it.
Correct.
Which is just stupid.
Correct.
Which is just stupid. All right, I've got video footage of Jerry Jeudy running routes. Here, I'm going to watch your shot at Scott Petrak. Here we go. He's number 3, right? Is that his number? Here he comes, little out route action. Oh, yeah, looking good. Yeah. Give me the training camp video. Hook it into my veins. He's out there, man. Oh, a little twist action. I like it. All right, we're rocking with a little bit of training camp this morning. Got plenty to do with the Guardians coming up in hour 2. I do want to place our wagers for tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun, taking on the Orioles. And then we'll get back into the Cavs, too, with Jarrett Allen and that extension and exactly what that means for the team moving forward. Because, again, like, I just, the commitment to this core of players, the commitment to this group of players, I think on the surface is a good mark because now you're setting your future up, right? You're now sitting there and saying, these are the guys that we are going to ride with. Come hell or high water, whether it's actually going to work or not, at least you made your decision. At least you went and you said, these are the 4 guys that we are going to ride with. And you play it out from there. You hope the development from Kenny Atkinson helps, but at least you made your decisions. But, dude, really interesting. Really, really interesting. On this extension from Jarrett Allen. So we have a lot of that coming up as well. Again, bigplay.com. Get signed up for our golf outing coming up on August 31st. We will be there. Little Mountain, whole crew will be there. And then we welcome Paige Sporanic there as well. I don't even know what she does. Is she hitting shots for people? Like, what? Is she just going to hang out?
I don't care what she does.
Yeah, I know you don't. I think we're playing because it's on a Saturday. Like, we'll do a show if they want us to, but I think we're just going to play.
Yeah, I think
Trennan's going to be there. You know, he's all jacked up. The Williams boys, they golf. Josh, Maria, we're all going to be there. And the thing is, again, we want to remind people there's going to be a charity element to this. So you can go to our website, bigplay.com. That'll send you over to the Eventbrite page, and you can submit your information for a charity to come on out. Whatever kind of charity you run, if you do on-site activation, we want you there for a little bit of, promo. But again, we want to help raise money as well. It's on our Twitter as well, at Matt Fontana Show, I think. Is that what I'm looking at there, Ryan? Oh, no, that's just our show that you're looking at. Yeah. Yes. But it's also out at bigplay.com, so check it out there, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Then, tonight, Josh and Maria Cribbs live at the Brew Kettle in Canton, right next to Tom Benson Stadium. We will get our we got to do the drinking. I forgot I was going to do that in hour 1. We'll do it in hour 2. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got plenty.
So I'm going to explain to Ryan in hour 2 what the drinking game is and how it works. So we'll do that coming up. But tonight, a pregame show with Josh and Maria live from the Brew Kettle. You said it starts at 7 o'clock?
Yeah, they're going to go live at 7.
Live at 7. So stop on down. Josh should be across the street and in that Hall of Fame, and hopefully we'll get there one day. But stop on down and see us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ryan will be there as well. So 7 o'clock, Brew Kettle, Hall of Fame game tonight, and we'll get geared up, and we'll see you there. I'm watching more Jerry Jeudy tape, man. Here we go. Yeah. He's running on air, man. It's looking good. Weather looks nice. Dude, they've been just killed with the weather down there in the Greenbrier, haven't they? I think today they moved practice up again because they the weather, the rain, they did not get good weather while they were down there at the Greenbrier. And again, we've had some pretty beautiful days here, but we'll see. So again, I think that's the final practice. They're back. Sunday's their first practice back here. So I think today, I think tomorrow they travel back. Saturday might be an off day, and then they're back Sunday. So JP on our thing about Denzel Ward, he thinks the availability thing really hurt him, the injuries, the concussions and stuff.
What? What does it mean?
JP talks about Denzel Ward not like being injured and not playing. So wasn't he pretty healthy last year?
Oh, I thought you meant like availability to the media.
Oh, no. Like availability on the field, like he's hurt. Yeah, I'll listen to that. I still just think, but again, like Aaron Rodgers made that list and he played 4 freaking snaps.
It's going to be crazy when the
4 snaps.
When the 2026 list comes. Or was this? No, this is 2024 year?
This is like going into the 2024.
So
the top 100 players entering the season.
Well, the next season's going to be crazy when Deshaun's a top 10 player.
From your lips to God's ears, man. I certainly hope so. I don't even need him to be top 10. I didn't even be top 12. That's it. That's all I need for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If he even makes that list next year, we're doing all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if he's on
that's it. That's all you need next year for him, and then maybe we're talking about some stuff. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's catch our first break. Hour 2 is jam-packed. We'll get to the morning update. We'll mess around with the grid, and we will get you the preseason drinking game presented by Garage Beer for the Hall of Fame game tonight. That comes your way all in Hour 2. Ryan Tyler, Matt Fontana with you. Stay with us.
Well, how do they know I'm doing this? Did somebody leak this out?
It's social media.
Oh.
It's just, that's the way social media works now.
I thought maybe you were just running that yap.
Welcome to Big Play, a sports media team that started back in 2014, and now we're not in a garage. Look at us, incorporating some of Cleveland's favorite sports personalities, bringing you fun and compelling content from downtown Cleveland. Coming to you live from the shores of Lake Erie and Burke Lakefront Airport, join Team Big Play for all the best sports talk in Ohio. Check us out on social media at Big Play, bringing you fun and compelling content from downtown Cleveland.
Anthony Schlegel, just how physical he was. You saw the girth and the power and everything he was bringing to the table, especially when he was a nice beefy 255 playing middle linebacker.
We were called soft last year. You don't want to be soft, especially when you come to the playoffs. So that's going to be a process throughout this season of establishing us as a harder team here in the
I don't buy into this nonsense, this conspiracy nonsense that he's got his money and he's dogging it. That's ridiculous.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby as Authentic takes them around the far turn. Tis the Laws making his move now, and they're into the stretch. These two stride for stride. Authentic, tis the Law. Here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky
All right, Fontana Show right here on Big Play. Welcome back. We're up on Twitter, X, at Matt Fontana Show. Drop us a follow there. We are also over on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. All the places that you need us right there at Matt Fontana Show. A lot to do in hour 2. I can't wait for the drinking game. Because I'm going to start by asking, what do you think the drinking game is? But we'll discuss that in a little bit. Ryan's got the stories. Morning update. Take it away, Ryan.
Alrighty. Well, the Guardians were off yesterday, but they probably needed that rest as they're preparing for a brutal 4-game series. Luckily, they're home. Baltimore comes to town. Both teams top the AL 65 wins. Guardians do have a little bit better record, but we got Ben Lively on the mound tonight. Orioles are still undecided, Matt, but this is going to be a crucial series. Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't want it ever lost to the excitement about having meaningful baseball. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you would be in the situation that the White Sox are in, but like, that as a fan is just so terrible when you're just, nobody cares, nobody wants to watch a game. Like, it is must-watch viewing, right? Like, tonight, I am so excited to be able to sit down. We got to put the kids to bed, but I like sit down with the kids, get them into bed, and I'm turning that game on, and I'm getting after it. And these games are so important. I mentioned this earlier. Shout out to Justin Ladd of Locked On Guardians for bringing this up yesterday on Twitter. You split this series or win this series, you get the tiebreaker over the Baltimore Orioles. And that could come down to that bye, seeding in the playoffs, all of that. The thing is, I also want the Guardians to play this series like a playoff series. Do a little practice here, right? You're coming off an off day, so your bullpen should all be ready to go. Everybody should be ready to pitch. You've got your top 3 guys going at some point this weekend. I want them to play this like a playoff series. And I want to see that momentum. I want to see that ballpark packed like I think it's going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I cannot wait for tonight. And that's just, I appreciate the Guardians so much for being where they are, because it just makes me enjoy it that much more. It makes me enjoy the summer that much more to sit down and go, we have a must-see appointment viewing for a baseball team. I love it. I love it, man. It's great.
Alrighty, Matt. Well, everybody remembers their first home run, and the one was very special for Travis Bazzana.
It was.
He hits a grand slam in the 5th inning in
Lake County.
Dude, I can't, like, my words today are just...
It's all good.
And would it be in the process of blowing out?
Yes.
God. I need a coffee. 17-5
So
rout of Beloit in the Midwest League.
I
I didn't have time for it. But yes, Travis Bazzana with his first professional home run.
Yeah, dude, I watched the video. That crack off of that bat was legit, too. It was great. I mean, listen, it's going to be slow with him because he's just in high A baseball. But there's that hype, and that's something else to keep your eye on and understand. The Guardians have a really strong... The other thing, we were bitching about the trades yesterday. You didn't give up any. Again, I'm not trying to crap on some of the players they did trade away. Like, your farm system is still very, very strong. And Bazzana will be in the top 30 next year. Make no mistake on that. And it's just going to be a lot of fun to watch that progression with him. But again, also the fact that the rest of it is extremely... you've got players that are going to be on this team over the next 3 years that are going to keep you relevant. And I don't know if you had this in the story or not to bring it up. You see everybody trying to crap on Jeff Passan for that tweet that he had a couple of years ago. And it wasn't even something about Jeff. He sent a tweet about the White Sox, and he listed like all of these guys, right? And he's like, they have... Is that a fire alarm?
No. It's something like wax in the floor or something.
Oh. I thought, so we have important high-level meetings today here at Big Play. One of them is going on as we speak. Ryan and I are in the 1 o'clock one. I thought that was like a signal to start the meeting or something. But anyway, back to Passan. He sent a tweet, and it was a couple years ago, and it was just this list of like Garrett Crochet and Dylan Cease and Yasmani Grandal and Yoan Makata, and it was like under control. And it was in 2020. And he said if the White Sox play things right, they should be relevant and be competitive for years. Look at him now. Somehow people wanted to use that to crap on Passan. And I was like, when you sent that tweet, that actually was a very factual tweet.
Yeah.
It just didn't go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could have all these pieces, which is great, and it's exciting in that standpoint. You still got to get the players, and you still have to have that core of Jose and Quan and all that kind of stuff. But things are bright. Things are very bright for the Cleveland Guardians, let alone that they're the best team in the American League. Do we still have that? Did they play yesterday, the Phillies? Whatever. We're one of the best teams in baseball. Live it, love it. It's great. I'm excited about that. And Bazzana's going to be a piece of that here in a couple of years.
Well, I have that answer for you. We're the best record in MLB.
Yeah.
They're 65 and 43.
Phillies.
We have one less loss than the Phillies.
There you go. Take that.
Alrighty, well, the Buccaneers and offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs have agreed to a 5-year, $140 million contract extension. This makes him the highest paid offensive lineman in NFL history. 88.24 of that deal is guaranteed, and his $28.1 million salary passes the $28 million salary per year that Detroit Lions' Penei Sewell got in April.
I wanted him bad back in 2020.
I championed for Jedrick. And
they took Jed Wills over Wirfs. So arguably, I think Tristan. Okay, so do you remember that draft that we needed an offensive tackle, and Andrew Thomas went 4.
Mekhi Becton went.
Then Jed went. Then Mekhi Becton. Then Tristan Wirfs went 13. So Jed Wills was the second lineman off the board, only behind Andrew Thomas. And I just think Andrew Thomas is a really good player too. But it's no doubt that Tristan Wirfs is the best lineman out of that draft. And you passed on it. Now, what position does he play? He's a right tackle. Right? Is he not?
I don't know.
I feel like pretty damn sure I think he's a right tackle. I remember coming out of college because they were talking about flipping him. Am I missing that? Am I missing that? Somebody pull me up a Camp of 8 depth chart here. No, he's their left tackle. I'm an idiot. All right, so they flipped him over. Fine. Should have taken Tristan Wirfs. I don't know. It is what it is. There was the debate about both those guys because they both had to flip from right tackle to left tackle. And the thing about Jed Wills was he blocked to his blind side at Alabama.
He's a lefty.
Which is what everybody thought. And then Tristan Wirfs was obviously at Iowa playing right tackle. He flipped over to left. Whatever, man. I mean, I ain't going to cry over it. And the thing is, that position for the Browns is one that is of uber importance over the next couple years of what exactly you're going to do. So congratulations to him. Well done. What are you going to do with all that money? That must be so nice to wake up. Like, is it my account now?
Yeah.
Did I sign that check? How's it go? Was it Keon Coleman that was signing his rookie deal? And he looked at them and he goes, do I sign this like an autograph? And the guy goes, just sign it like you would sign a check or something. And he goes, so like an autograph? And like, sign whatever you want. This is like a binding thing. It is what it is. And nice. Congratulations to him. And yeah, he's one of the best in the league.
All right, Matt. Will the NFL Sunday ticket case continue?
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. Yeah. I'm glad you brought this up.
The judge who presided over the class action lawsuit filed by Sunday ticket subscribers against the NFL. He says the jury did not follow his instructions in determining damages. U.S. District Judge Philip Gutierrez made the remark as he heard the NFL's post-trial motion asking that he rule for the league if he finds the plaintiffs did not prove their case.
So it's almost like the NFL's not trying to win this case. They're just trying to get it thrown out, which is in essence that they win.
Yes, Gutierrez could also order a new trial because the 8-person jury came up with its own calculations for damages.
Really? Okay, so I guess, I hope to never have to get into a legal circle that I know how all that kind of works. But yeah, I mean, that you're talking about billions of dollars on the line here. And the thing is, what you're more worried about is stopping the NFL from doing this in the future, right? Like, what you want is to put some parameters on this kind of stuff so that in 3 years, they're not back and saying, hey, it's $400 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to put the parameters on what it's going to be for the future. And then again, it's going to send out messages to all the rest of the streaming services. I saw the price point for that new Warner Brothers Fox ESPN venture. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
So I'm going to ask you this. Hang on. I'm going to find out exactly the list that's on, who's involved. So you remember, we've talked about this before, right? It's, Fox. Oh my God, I'm going to screw this all up, which is just going to annoy me. Here it is. ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers. So TNT. So if you buy this package, you get all the ESPN stuff. You get your Monday Night Football. Fox, I'm assuming maybe you get the Sunday games. And Warner Brothers, you would have the NBA for a little bit, but not anymore. What will you think it would charge per month for that venture? Warner Brothers, Fox, and ESPN.
For 1 year?
No, per month. Oh. What do you think they're going to charge per
Warner
month?
Brothers, Fox, and what was the other one?
ESPN.
$30.
Close. $43 a month. $42.99 is what you get. I don't think it's worth it. Right? What are you going to get with Warner Brothers once the NBA leaves? I've got college football with ESPN and Fox. I've got some NFL football. I've got some NBA with ESPN. Some baseball with ESPN. I don't know. And that's, as we're all, worried about cutting the cord and how much you pay for all this other kind of stuff. We all pay too much. I know that you pay too much. I pay too much. It's a pain in the ass. They're all greedy trying to make their money. But $43 seems a little bit much for me for that.
Yes, all right, last here for the morning update. We are live as Olympics men golf is going on right now. Hideki Matsuyama, of course, he leads right now. He's -8 through the first 63, or shot a 63 through the first 18, I should say. But Xander Schauffele, Matt.
I'm watching him right now.
7 under, he's through 16. Wyndham Clark, the worst. He's +4. Then he's final. Colin Morikawa, he's 1 under through 15. And then Scheffler having an all right day. He's 4 under through 18.
So here's where I'm watching. I placed a wager yesterday on Scott Scheffler top 10 after the first round. He shot 4 under. He's tied for 8th. So I'm sweating it out that hopefully Mito Pereira drops back. I'd like Carlos Ortiz or Eric Van Rooyen, who's ahead of him, to get a bogey on the way out. But really, I'm watching Rahm and Victor Hovland, who are 3 under. I guess them jumping up doesn't really matter.
So is Xander Schauffele like him now?
He's pretty damn good,
Better than Scheffler?
No, I mean, here's the thing. Golf, like a lot of sports, is very argue on. And then there's golfers that tell you the story that they just lost it. And sometimes it's injury, but there's swing changes. It's just so, obviously, it's mental. And sometimes you just get into the zone. I think Xander Schauffele is very clearly in the freaking zone. And he shows up at golf tournaments thinking he's going to win. Scheffler had that. It's gone now. I don't think he has it anymore. Can he recreate that? Can he get it back? We'll never see what Tiger did, obviously. But, I just, Schauffele right now, is he him? Yeah, he is, right? And he's the guy that he is going to, everybody you feel like is going to have to chase him. The only thing is how different it is out there, jet lag and you're traveling, and I don't know what France golf courses are like. It looks pretty American with how they're playing it right now. And it's a short, you're not making a cut, you're out there for all 4 days and stuff like that. I think it's a lot of fun. It's not a major level for me, but dude, it's a lot of fun. And the other final thing I'll say is this field, while top heavy and strong, is also a little weak. You know what I'm saying? Because you only got so many guys. How many American guys that should have been there that aren't, right? How many, I can't even think of another country that was really, Matty Schmid. I am a golf fan. In my life, I have never heard of Matty Schmid. Do you even know what country he is, Ryan?
Matty Schmid?
Schmid. Probably gives a little bit of away, maybe a little bit. Close. He's German.
I was going to say German.
Should have gone that. He shot a 3 under.
Damn it.
I know who Alex Noren is. I know who Ryan Fox is. He's playing for Australia. Those guys, they're mid-level guys on the tour. You know what I mean? Sammy Valkamaki. Okay.
Valkamaki.
Valimaki.
Italy?
No. Close on the vowel on the end there. Valimaki. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But Sammy with an I. That help you?
Why would that help me?
I think Sammy with an I lends very much
Sweden?
towards that kind of
Norway?
Finland. What's that? Not the Arctic, but the Scandinavian.
Yeah,
little Scandinavian action right there. Right?
Yes.
All right. We'll finish you on this one.
Okay.
Guido Migliozzi.
That's got to be Italian.
He's Italian. Yes, that's fair.
Dude's name's Guido.
Matteo Massanero.
That's a different one?
No, Italy. Matteo Massanero. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You have a pool of, was it 70 odd some golfers like that? And you got some guys that Kiradech Aphibarnrat, right? He used to play on the PGA Tour. He lost Kiradech Aphibarnrat.
What country is that?
India? Thailand. Oh. I almost said South Korea, but he's Thailand. So yes, you have those guys, and you look, oh my God, it's Xander Schauffele. Oh my God, it's Scotty Scheffler. They still got to play the course. Not so much the talent out there. But the course seems, I mean, like an 8 under, that probably tells me it's a semi-fair course. When the majority of people are about 4 or 5 under after one round, tells me the course isn't all that hard. And Xander won the gold the last time that they were there. He would be the one, like if I was live betting right now. No. What? Scotty's down to top 9. I just need top 10 and ties. So I honestly think I'm sitting okay right now. I'm sweating this out for $17 right now. All right. I hope we have big meetings today. I hope we have an update. I want to get a sports betting partner in here bad, man. Just so I can do this stuff. All right, Olympics. I'm just looking live. If you want to place the bet right now. You want to get on the javelin throw for later today? Archery. I won money on fencing earlier in this. Taekwondo. I got to get on the wrestling. Where's the wrestling at? Let's go. Golf. Men. Oh, it's probably under live, isn't it? Son of a gun. All right. Outright winner. Your favorite is Xander Schauffele at 23-10. Scheffler is 9-2. Did my settings get messed up? I don't want to see it like I want to see plus minus. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Preferences. American. I don't want fractional, right? Yeah, thank God. Dude, that has been fucking with me all week. That's what I want. Here, okay, you want some value? Schauffele is plus 230 right now. Scotty is plus 450. Matsuyama, who's leading, is plus 650. You like Schauffele again? You like him?
Yeah, I would bet him.
What do you think? $5?
500.
500? 500 would win you $1,600. I don't quite have that in my account, but there you go. All right, you want to get to the grid before we get to the drink game? Maybe we should drink before the grid.
Yeah, probably help us a little bit.
That'd probably help us a little bit. Let's go. Speaking of Tristan Wirfs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he does not work there. All right, here's how it goes. You know, we got up and down. We've already screwed this week up, so we'll get back after it next week. This is just a mental exercise for us at this point. Go!
Broncos first team All-Pro. I mean, we could go Pat Surtain.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive last year was him and Sauce.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Well, what if I'm wrong?
Hey, we already screwed this. We've already screwed this week up. I think it's under Patrick. All right.
1%.
1%. Probably won a lot of Elway, Terrell Davis, something like that. It had him in Derrick Henry at some point, right?
Probably.
I can't think of another answer, so. I actually would go Michael Strahan there.
Yeah. Because I wonder if Saquon got it. I don't remember.
I don't know if he did. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if Eli Manning ever did either.
I mean, it's one quarterback.
Yeah. Had to be Strahan. There you go. All right, let's open things on up now. Oh, you clicked on that one like you had something.
No, I swear this one's messed us up before.
Broncos Chiefs.
Yeah.
No, I'm focusing on that one. I don't know. Nothing's coming to my mind right away, so that's probably not a good thing. All right, Chiefs, Alex Smith, Jamal Charles. God, who was that receiver that was really good? Not Dwayne Bowe.
I don't know who you're thinking of.
I can't.
I'm telling you, I think that one screwed us over.
I'm sure it did at one point. There's been a lot. All right. Just kind of pick through here. All right, Tampa Bay. Baker didn't play for any of those other teams. Does Tyrod Taylor work Giants Buccaneers? Do you ever remember him in Tampa? I want to force that, but I don't know.
There's no way in hell he played in Tampa.
I think he did.
No, I don't buy that.
I'm Googling it. Give me the Google. You're right. Good call. That would be factually correct. There you go. Okay. The fact that we haven't been able to knock out even one is a little concerning to all of this.
I got to focus on one.
All right, Ndamukong Kung Su didn't play for any of those teams coming down from Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, Denver. Is that? I wanted to say Brandon Stokely. Maybe. Obviously, I remember him in Indianapolis, and then he went to Denver. No, yeah, he never went there. Okay. Wes Welker didn't play in Tampa or Kansas City. Philip Lindsay never went to either one of those spots. Von Miller didn't go to either one of those other spots. I don't think Shannon Sharp. Dude.
Oh, let's go Titans. Titans,
All right.
Buccaneers.
Titans, Buccaneers.
No, not Leonard Fournette.
No.
Robert Woods, no. Julio Jones? Julio Jones?
Yeah, didn't he go to Tampa? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Titans, Kansas City. Chad Henne, no. Tannehill, no.
Mariota, no.
Jonnu Smith, who's played for everybody, but I don't think he ever actually went to Kansas City.
I don't think so either. Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay, this is a really weird pull. Jake Locker. Remember when he got drafted by Tennessee? Did he ever find his way to Kansas City? I had no idea. Don't think so, but we're struggling. Oh my God, who? Delaney Walker? Don't think so. There's got to be a defensive player.
Like this year, we could have done L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah, but he ain't there yet. He hasn't played yet.
All right, Giants, Buccaneers.
All right, Victor Cruz. I don't. Odell didn't go there.
Brandon Marshall, no.
Brandon Marshall, I don't think so.
Mike White. No, he's in the Jets. I'm thinking of Mike Glennon.
Yeah, but does not Mike Glennon work there?
Does he? Did he play in Tampa? I think he did.
I know he played in Tampa. I think he played for the Giants too. Yeah, Mike Glennon.
I know for a fact he played for the Giants.
What's that?
I know for a fact he played for the Giants.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played in Tampa. All right, well done. God, that neck. God, every time, just like
It takes 4 to 5 business days to swallow.
Holy God. All right, Kansas City Giants.
Bro, his neck is
It's so bad.
And
then go Google Takeo Spike's neck. It's the opposite. It's like this wide.
A turtleneck.
Yeah.
Goes the normal shirt.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's got a special order turtlenecks. It's a tall neck, man. All right, Kansas City Giants.
Poor Mike.
Yeah, hey man, it is what it is. He made it to the NFL. Good for him, right?
Yeah. Giants.
Oh, wait. Go back to Bucks Broncos. Does Ryan Fitzpatrick work there? Do you remember him in Denver? No. Yeah, I don't know if I do either. All right, we got to, yeah, let's go back off that one. All right, so Giants Chiefs. Dude, I'm getting into some tight ends, man. Daniel Bellinger. Ahmad Bradshaw, I don't think so. There's got to be one that's like slapping us right in the face that we can't think of.
Is Nick Foles ever on the Giants?
No, I don't think so. Shoot. Chad Henne? Dude, today might just be a bust for us.
LaShawn McCoy? I don't know if he ever played for the Giants.
I don't know if he ever played for the Giants. Damn. yeah, like Brandon Cooks doesn't really work for any of these around. Who's the other receiver that we always end up bringing with Brandon Cooks? Speedster. Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah,
But he doesn't work for any of these either. He never played in Denver, right?
No.
Okay. I know he played in Tampa.
Who's that one lineman for the Broncos that just got paid? Garrett Allen, or whatever his name is?
Well, Garrett Bowles is there, and then they just paid Quinn Mirnez, or whatever his name is. I got a Broncos Chiefs. I do.
Oh.
Peyton Hillis. Yeah, no. One over Chiefs. No. You're in the wrong box.
Oh.
Broncos Chiefs. Peyton Hillis.
Really?
Yep. Because we got him from Bronco. He left, so he went to the Chiefs. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Lightning just struck me right in the head.
Right,
Peyton
maybe
Hillis.
that'll get us going.
Yeah. Vincent Jackson. No.
Julius Thomas.
That's a good pull, but
Did
I don't
he play
think he
for
ever
the
went
Bucs?
to Tampa. Back in the blender. I really want to finish this freaking one today, man. I want to really get it. We're at time, but indulge us for a second if you don't mind.
Chiefs Titans.
Chiefs Titans. Did Chris Johnson ever go to the Chiefs?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
He went to Arizona. You're thinking of.
Yeah, I know he went to Arizona. Jamal Charles? No, because Vrabel coached there. Mike Vrabel never played for the Titans, did he?
I don't think so.
Okay. Jarrett Allen? No.
Did Jabril Peppers ever play for the?
No, I don't think he's played. He played in, obviously in New York,
Yeah.
but I don't think he ever went to Kansas City.
Daniel Sorensen. Did he move on?
Dirty Dan?
Yeah.
I don't know where he went. I don't really follow his career. Cheap shot and son of a... Oh my God, there's something...
Oh, 3.
3.
Should I check the chat?
Yeah, check the chat. We already screwed this week up. There's... What?
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, Denver, John Lynch.
Oh my God.
Yeah, how'd you not think that?
How did I not think he's one of my favorite players? Good call. John Lynch. How did I not think of that?
That's on you.
Yeah, that is very much on me. You're 110%.
And then, wait, there was,
10%.
and then there was one more. What'd they say? Angela says Chiefs, Titans, Matt Castle.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. That's right. Yeah, Matt Castle. Yes. All right. There we go. All right, one more. And there's something circling here with me. There's something that's starting to brew, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Chiefs, Giants.
Was there not... Who is the Chiefs wide receiver? Not Dwayne Bowe. There was somebody else that was with the Chiefs that was just so good. Hang on. Pro Football Reference. Records, leaders, yeah. Career leaders, receiver. Maybe it was Dwayne Bowe I was thinking of.
Over Dwayne Bowe?
Over Dwayne Bowe is right. That had to have been who I was thinking of. Priest Holmes? Wait a minute. No, he doesn't work. He started in Baltimore. That's right.
What about kickers?
Sure. I'm sure. I don't know. Mecole Hardman? No. Dwayne Bowe just stealing money. Yeah, I mean, again, we finished it out semi-strong. I think we should probably just chalk it up at this point, right?
Kadarius Toney.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
That's a tough one for us. Well, that's how it goes. All right, catch our final break.
Big
if anybody's
D
left out there, like you guys are
depressed.
idiots.
Big D
Fitzpatrick did work
depressed.
there, yeah. Or Titans, anyway. All right, let's do this. Catch our final break. We come back. We'll get our Guardians bets for tonight, and we're going to get set for the preseason drinking game presented by Garage Beer, and we'll dive into Time Up. We got it all. Don't want to miss it.
Well, how do they know I'm doing this? Did somebody leak this out?
It's social media.
Oh.
It's just, that's the way social media works now.
I thought maybe you were just running that yap.
Welcome to Big Play, a sports media team that started back in 2014, and now we're not in a garage. Look at us, incorporating some of Cleveland's favorite sports personalities, bringing you fun and compelling content from downtown Cleveland. Coming to you live from the shores of Lake Erie and Burke Lakefront Airport, join Team Big Play for all the best sports talk in Ohio. Check us out on social media at Big Play, bringing you fun and compelling content from downtown Cleveland.
Anthony Schlegel, just how physical he was. You saw the girth and the power and everything he was bringing to the table, especially when he was a nice beefy 255 playing middle linebacker.
We were called soft last year. You don't want to be soft, especially when you come to the playoffs. So that's going to be a process throughout this season of establishing us as a harder team here in the
I don't buy into this nonsense, this conspiracy nonsense that he's got his money and he's dogging it. That's ridiculous.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby as Authentic takes them around the far turn. Tis the laws making his move now, and they're into the stretch. These two stride for stride. Authentic, tis the law. Here's the wire. Authentic has won the Kentucky
Let's show up a little bit of time hop as we are into August. August 1st. We'll tell you what happened this day in history, and then we got to get it all for tonight. We'll get to the drinking game. We will get to a little bit of our Guardians bets and the bracket. Welcome back. Fontana Show right here on Big Play. Follow us on the stream. We are up on Twitter, X, at Matt Fontana Show. Always YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram when you need it. We go back just 1 year ago today, Ryan. The Guardians trade away Josh Bell. Remember him and Mike Zunino were the big moves for this team last year, and neither one of them were even on this team by the time August rolled around. You know, the Guardians have always made their way by their trades. There's not been, like, you know, Edwin Encarnacion was a big signing. Remember when they got him? Mm-hmm. That kind of panned out. Who's the last, like, free agent that they've signed that has really, really turned into something?
Well, I don't, not necessarily turned into something, but worked out that year. Does that count?
Yeah, Ben Lively.
Yeah. I mean, I think of like Mike Napoli.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Napoli, a little bit of Edwin Encarnacion, but Like, Zunino and Bell were just horrible misses. And they got out of it, and, here we are today. Well, they're not out of this one because they redid the deal a little bit. This day, 2021, the Browns signed Nick Chubb to a 3-year, $36 million extension. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't want Nick Chubb to go anywhere. They got the deal done, and there's a little nervousness for me to see what happens after this season. Best guess, either, neither, both. Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper back with the Browns next year. Both of them, neither one of them, just one of them. Chubb and both. Yeah, both. Cooper and Nick Chubb both back next year. I'd like that very much. And that deal, obviously, you see what the running backs are getting now, and it was quite the deal, at the time. It still kind of is because ain't nobody paying running backs. Speaking of nobody getting paid, tells you how far the NFL has come. We go back to this day, 2002. The Ravens signed Ray Lewis to a contract extension. And at the time, gave him an NFL record $19 million signing bonus. That was an NFL record for a signing bonus in 2002, $19 million. That's it. Now, guys getting $40, $50 million, $60 million signing bonuses. A lot of money getting thrown around. This day, 1982, both Hank Aaron and Frank Robinson were inducted to Cooperstown, very rightly so. This day, 1981, Lionel Richie and Diana Ross released Endless Love. Billboard has called that the greatest duet song of all time. You ever heard Endless Love?
No,
There's a movie, but the song. All right, let me tell you where you might know it. Have you seen Happy Gilmore?
Yeah, of course.
When they're skating on the ice rink and those lights go out and they start, and Endless Love comes up. Okay. That's that song. And Billboard called it the greatest duet song of all time. Very happy birthday goes to the Cleveland Metro Parks Zoo. It was opened this day, 1968. My wife and I were debating getting the passes, but I think we're going to take the kids. We always go for Boo at the zoo. That's always a lot of fun. So happy birthday to the zoo. Favorite animal when you go to the zoo?
Either a bear or like a seal.
Yeah, this like the part of the zoo in the up corner there where it's like the cold part where there's polar bears and all the seals and stuff. That's it. The big cats are always cool, and I always like going inside to like the rainforest. I don't know. I think every part of the zoo is awesome. You got to get on the tram to go up the hill and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. This opened this day, 1968. Also, this day, 1968, Led Zeppelin played together for the first time. The four played in the basement of a record store on Gerrard Street in London. Didn't have the name yet, and Jimmy Page had just left the Yardbirds, and they got together this day, 1968. This day, 1944, Anne Frank had the last entry into her diary. She would be arrested 3 days later. This day, 1941, the first ever Jeep was produced. Do you own a Jeep? Do you know friends that have Jeeps? My good friend, one of my good friends has a Jeep, and we just rip him incessantly for owning a Jeep.
They're always like...
It's a cult. It's a little cult. They got to put their little, like, dolls. The thing about a Jeep that always gets me weird is now they have, like, the headlights that makes it look like a face is coming at you or something like that. Not really my cup of tea, but there it is. This day, 1911. Now, we are in Burke, which is also home to the International Women's Air and Space Museum. And I'm sure that there's something in here about Harriet Quimby. She was the first ever American woman to be granted a pilot's license by the Aero Club of America, and she got it this day, 1911.
Nice.
So I'm sure she's in there somewhere. Revolutionary War came to an end this day, 1781. The English surrendered at Yorktown. This day, 1774, English scientist Joseph Priestley discovered oxygen when he was able to isolate the gas.
Important thing.
I mean, at that point, there's probably nobody questioned what we were breathing. They're just like, it is what it is. You can't breathe pure oxygen. It'll kill you if you do it long enough.
Really?
Because the atmospheric oxygen that we breathe is like a lot of nitrogen or something. Like, hang on.
Right. No, you're right.
Air we breathe.
It's like 76% nitrogen.
Yeah, hang on. The air we breathe is 78% nitrogen, 21%. You were close. 21% oxygen, and 0.93 is argon. Other gases that it could be in: carbon dioxide, neon, hydrogen, helium, methane, krypton, nitrous oxide, carbon monoxide, xenon, and ozone. are all in there of what we breathe. So, yeah, if you breathe pure oxygen for an extended period of time, you're going to be in some trouble. Very happy birthday goes out to Trevor Burbick, former heavyweight champion, Edgerrin James, Scotty Barnes, Jason Momoa, Coolio, R.I.P., and Jerry Garcia. Who's the lead? Jerry Garcia was the lead singer of what band?
Hold on, I know this.
He's got an ice cream from Ben and Jerry's. They call it Cherry Garcia.
Yeah, I did know that. Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia was the lead singer of what band?
Grateful Dead.
Well done. I'm glad you got that. All right, 2 movies for you today. We go back to this date, 2014. One of many superhero team-up movies.
Of course. Justice League?
No.
It
was the introduction of this group of people.
Fantastic Four?
No.
That wasn't Avengers.
No.
Is it Marvel?
They would eventually, yes, join the Avengers.
Team of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy is correct. Because somebody tweeted this morning, where would you rank that of all the Marvel movies? I think it's a top 5 for me, to be honest with you. The first one, the second one was fine. I don't even think I saw the third one. But the first Guardians of the Galaxy still holds up, man. That's still really a good flick. Yeah. Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana, Batista. I really like the first one. I think it's a top 5 one for me. So this day, 2014. All right, we go back to this day, 1997. And it's funny that... So this is kind of random, but I'm in the text thread with all my wife and her brother, or her brother, his wife, my sister-in-law, and her husband. I guess it would also be my brother-in-law. So anyway, we're all in our 30s and millennial, and you go back to, and this is a little before your time, Ryan, but all these classic 90s kids movies that are freaking tragic as hell. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen Homeward Bound?
No.
Oh my God. Ending scene when Shadow comes over the hill. They left him for dead. There's all these traumatic things. This movie that I'm going to make you guess, this is not really a good clue because you never get it. I don't know why I thought it was extremely traumatic to me as a kid. Because it surrounds a dog.
Old Yeller?
No. Not that old, man. Come on now. There's a dog. He's got a unique skill.
Unique skill?
He's got a unique skill. And
Airbud's got some skills.
What's that?
I said Airbud's got some skills.
You know it's Airbud.
It is?
Correct, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Michael Jeter, the late, great Michael Jeter, is a fantastic actor. He played the a-hole that owned the dog. And then this kid's got to, rescue him from this, horrible situation. He finds out that he can... The worst part of that movie was they're in the court, and they make the dog decide. Is he going to go to his owner, who's a jerk, or is he going to go with the kid? He runs to the kid. It's traumatic. Traumatic.
I just want to cry.
It's bad. Oh, it's really bad.
I love dogs.
I know. That's the other problem is that, yeah, you everybody loves dogs, so everybody want to see that, but yeah, Airbud. And then I know there's a bunch of didn't he go play football at some point, to spin off when he had kids or whatever, but yes, Airbud is correct for your 2 on that. All right, Ryan, are you ready for the drinking game? Here we go. All right, so this is what we're going to do because, it's interesting that we're kind of doing it this week, because it keeps showing up in timeout, man, when I keep searching for it, is, I left 1 year ago. It happened. And that was one of the things that I was looking forward to. So we did it. I did it last year on my own, just on Twitter. So this is the first time that we've been able... Oh, not good. Deontay Foreman down. They're putting him on a backboard. Ooh, not good. Crap. He was down during a punting drill seen by multiple trainers. The cart is coming out. They are now immobilizing Dante Foreman and taking him off. The good news is I see a picture at some point of him sitting up. So at least there's that.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's not good, man. Thoughts and prayers out to him. I hope he's all right. He was injured during a kickoff drill, being immobilized, now taking off on a board on the cart. So, all right, hope the best there for Deontay Foreman. All right, so back to the drink game. So, Ryan, when I say that we're going to do a preseason drinking game, what do you think this is going to be related to?
What do you mean? What I
Like,
think
what do
he
you
is?
think when I say that? Like, what do you have an idea of what this actually is?
Yes. Like if an announcer,
You know what it is.
Yeah. If an announcer says X, you take a
It's
sip.
not even that. If anything of the sort happens.
Right. If a rookie scores a touchdown.
Right. So here's what we got to do. We go for the Bear. It's basically like the Shark Week drinking game, right? So this is going to be a short practice run for the Browns. Now, the real genesis of this game is nobody watches preseason games. So we had to come up with a fun way to enjoy the preseason games. And this is how we do it. So you got the Bears and the Texans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We need things related to them. So let's just start. Caleb Williams is not going to play. But I think any mention of Caleb Williams
Oh God, you're gonna be blacked out.
as the first, what do you think? Well, how about this? Anytime Caleb Williams is shown on the broadcast, that's one sip. So here's the other allotment. You can do sips, like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do a chug while something is happening, or a finish your drink.
Okay.
So those are the allotment. Anytime Caleb Williams is shown on broadcast, one sip.
Yeah, that has to be a
Okay.
sip.
Tyson Bagent is going to start at quarterback for the Bears. Do you know who his dad is? He's Travis Bagent, who's a world champion arm wrestler.
Interesting.
So, Travis Bagent, Tyson's dad, is brought up as an arm wrestling champion. How many drinks? I think that should only be one time, so I think we should put a high drink sip total on that. You want to do finish your drink?
Sure.
Finish your drink. All right.
They're playing the Texans, right?
Right. So you got anything for Houston?
I would say anytime they mention how good CJ Stroud was his rookie
Okay.
year.
Any mention of CJ Stroud's
Rookie year.
rookie
Let's make that
3
3 sips.
sips? How about any montage of CJ Stroud plays?
I would say that just is the same thing.
Same thing? Okay.
It's bringing up his rookie year.
Bringing up rookie year. Okay. D'Amico Ryans question, like something about D'Amico Ryans, like expectations going into year 2. And by the way, get in the Twitter inbox, get on YouTube right now. We'll take any and all suggestions for the Texans and the Bears. And by the way, we don't need a ton of these because when it's the Browns, it's going to be easier for us because it's the it's the team that we watch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I just wonder what else is going on. Like, what else could work here for Houston?
Something about Diggs.
Yeah, but he's not going to play. How about, former Brown Case Keenum. Case Keenum throws a touchdown. You like that?
Sure.
Think he's going to play? Case Keenum touchdown. 5 sips? 7 sips? It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, 7.
7 sips. Well, let's do 6 because that's a touchdown.
Okay.
6 sips for a Case Keenum touchdown in any form or fashion. What else? Hall of Fame. What can we do about the Hall of Fame?
Something about the new kickoff.
Oh, I like that. New kickoff rules discussed. What do you think? 4?
Sure.
4 sips. Yeah, what else is going on? I mean, there's got to be something about the Hall of Fame. Because they're playing this game because who's going in?
I think Devin Hester.
Okay.
And then I don't know who for the Texans.
Well, let's just do this. Well, yeah. So, wait. Yeah. Shoot. 2024 NFL Hall of Fame. Devin Hester, Andre Johnson's going.
How about this?
What?
You got to finish your drink. Chug it. You should know. You should have to shotgun.
Okay.
If they bring up the Deshaun Watson trade leading to the
I
Texans'
like that.
success.
The Deshaun Watson trade
You got
brought
shotgun.
up shotgun your beer.
I like that.
I like that. Like that. All right, so Devin Hester and Andre Johnson are going in for these two teams. That's why they're in. So I would say either one of any NFL Hall of Famer brought on the broadcast. 3 sips.
Okay.
When they brought on, you got to do 3 sips on that. So really, we don't have any low ones. Like, I need another 1 sip one in some way or some form or fashion.
Every time.
We have Caleb Williams. Anytime Caleb Williams is shown, that's 1 sip. I think we could use one more. I'm like something that's going to happen pretty often.
Do it. I'm showing Diggs. I think they're going to show Diggs a lot.
Okay.
Don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd like something in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I like something where it's something tangible. Like, oh, they pick up a first down or somebody
Just
does
do
this.
Every pick, every turnover.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, again, this is going to get better when it's the Browns because we'll actually have, like, people to, grab onto and be done, go with.
Who's commentating?
Don't even know. The game's on ABC and ESPN, so I would assume Buck and Aikman. Houston's a 1.5-point favorite, by the way. We should do finish your beer if they show any of the highlights from the Browns-Texans playoff game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Of the Browns-Texans playoff game. Finish your beer. Give me one more that's something like low. Something about Buck and Aikman. Right? Are they on the call for this?
I don't know.
I'm assuming so. Hang on. Announcers for Hall of Fame game. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman. Okay, so they're on. Anytime they go down to Lisa Salters, sip. All right, we'll do that one. That's nice and easy.
That's funny.
Yep. Anytime they go down to Lisa Salters, 1 sip. I think that's pretty solid. So here's what we got. I'm going to try to put these in order here of ascending to sips, okay? So 4 sips is going to go here. Case Keenum will go here. Hall of Famer is brought onto the broadcast. That's 3. All right, so here's what we got. Anytime Caleb Williams is shown, that's 1 sip. Anytime they go down to Lisa Salters, that's 1 sip. Any mention of C.J. Stroud's rookie year, that's 3. Any Hall of Famer brought onto the broadcast, that will also be 3. They discuss the new kickoff rules, that's 4. Case Keenum scores a touchdown, that's 6. Travis Bagent, Tyson's dad, is brought up as an arm wrestling champion. You finish your drink. The Deshaun Watson trade is brought up. You shotgun your drink. And any highlight of the Browns-Texans playoff game, you finish your drink.
Nah, you know what you should also do, finish your drink, is I guarantee you one time they're going to bring up C.J. Stroud's dad being in jail.
You think so?
They do it. I swear, dude. It's crazy.
I don't like that's a negative one. I don't know if I want to put that in there.
That's what they do.
I don't know if I want to put that in there. I don't think they're going to bring that up.
All right, just remember I said that.
I don't think they're going to.
Just remember I said that, though. Okay.
Oh, I got another good one. I'm going to add this as a let's do this as a 4 sipper. Panoramic. What's like the shot of like the sky?
I got a good one.
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't know how many sips you want to make it, but I think they're going to at least mention a couple times the Panthers taking Bryce Young.
Or mention of passing on like the mention of Panthers passing on CJ Stroud. I like that as a 4 sipper.
Okay.
4 sips. What about the beauty shot of Ohio? I want something because we're in Canton.
Sure.
Any TV shot of the Hall of Fame building or B-roll of Canton, 3 sips. You like that?
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid list. Pretty solid. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to screenshot this. I will send it out for tonight, and this will be our practice run. You can play with water if you want. We like to play with our friends at Garage Beer. Get those lined up. Presented by Garage Beer. That's the first one in the books. I like it. Well, speaking of tonight, maybe we do. You want a little parlay action with the Hall of Fame game, or stay away from it? You don't like it?
No, I'll bet something on it.
All right. You know what I'm going to be betting on tonight? Guards! I am so excited for this game tonight. 640 Guardians, slight favorite. All right? Hang on. The consensus is Guardians minus 120. So a slight favorite. All right, baseball. Here's what it is. No. We're down to pick 'em, Ryan. Guardians, Orioles, minus 110. Over-under is a high 9.5 for this game. Let's start. On the season, Baltimore averages 5 runs a game. Guardians, 4.5. Baltimore strikes out a decent amount. They average 8 strikeouts a game. Guardians are just at 7.3. Why don't they give me Ben Lively stats on this? And obviously, we don't know who's starting yet officially for the Orioles. On the season, the Orioles are 59-50 against the spread. Guardians are 54-53. Over-under. Ooh. The Orioles are 59-40-10 hitting the over this year. Guardians are just 49-51-7. But at home, Guardians are 25-19 over-under. And on the road, Baltimore's 29-17. Over seems to be the play, but I don't know if I like it at 9. Over has hit Baltimore's 9 out of their last 10 games and 7 out of their last 8 games on the road. Baltimore 4-1 straight up in their last 5, but they don't play us well. They're only 7-13 straight up in their last 20 games against the Guards. For Cleveland, the under is the play. Under is 6 out of their last 7 games, 5 out of their last 7 at home, 4 out of their last 5 at home against Baltimore, and 4 out of their last 5 against the Orioles in general.
Charles and Chero, they say Lively 4Ks.
Okay, let's do this. Same game parlay.
By the way, Chero says they always bring up negative stuff. I would bet my last dollar they'll mention Stroud's dad in jail.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, we'll add that as an unofficial finish your drink on that. All right, Lively. They have Trevor Rogers on this.
For their starter?
For their starter. Can I get you some Trevor Rogers info on this here real quick?
Chero said a John Kenzie Noel home run.
Ooh. We get spicy with that, buddy. You know me.
Bro hits tanks.
He does. When he hits it, he doesn't miss. You got to come at him. Best not miss.
Bro's got a thick, wide bottom.
Trevor Rogers, his last couple of starts. So here's the thing. The last 3 starts for him, which, again, this is just what Bet365 has. The Orioles have won all 3 of his last starts. He's averaging about 5 innings, giving up about 4 or 5 hits. He's got 10 strikeouts in his last 3 starts. But he's got a 4.5 ERA.
Is he the dude that came from Miami?
Maybe. I think you might be right on that. Maybe. But again, that's just who they have starting for them on this. All right. I'm going to take Guards money line. Let's start with that. We're going to have some good momentum on this. So Guardians money line. Come on now. Yes, I need to log back in. Thank you very much for securing my account. All right. Guards. Dude, what is going on? All right. Guards money line. Strikeouts 4 for Ben Lively. What about hits? Lane Thomas, Lane Thomas, 1 hit.
He's going to extend his on-base streak.
Okay. Then what about Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah, he might hit 4 home runs.
1 hit gets me to plus 400. Do you like that? Lively 4 strikeouts, Lane Thomas 1 hit, Gunnar Henderson 1 hit, Guardians money line. You like that?
Yeah. I do.
15 wins me 75, Ryan.
Do it.
Done. Let's go. We're in. Get it tonight, Guardians. Bracket. We'll set the finals. We'll send that out in a little bit. We got to fly. We got meetings coming up. So appreciate everybody joining us. We're back tomorrow. Plenty of action with the Guardians going on. Browns going on. And they took Deontay Foreman to the ambulance.
Yeah, he's probably cooked.
Yeah. Hope the best for him. That's not good. So we'll keep an eye out. Get it tonight, Guards. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you tomorrow. For Ryan Tyler, I'm Matt Fontana. As always, take it easy.